continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington.
Shoreline Cafe near the Peyton Place Wharf. Young Chris Webber is here to earn a few extra dollars. Stephen Cord is here, determined to talk to Chris about the accident that blinded him many years ago. And Chris's brother Lee is here too. And Lee has appointed himself his brother's protector.
What's the matter?
Looks like Chris has a full house.
Stephen, let's leave.
No, we're staying.
You're a little early, Counselor. Place don't start jumping till about 9.
Well, we're not looking for entertainment, Lee.
That's all you're going to find here.
I told you I'd have to speak to your brother.
Not tonight.
Fasten your seatbelt and order something to go.
Watch out, Stephen. Be careful.
Always.
Chris isn't ready to speak to you yet.
I'm ready to talk to him.
You know, he's just about ready to jump right out of his skin sitting up there. I almost had to drag him down here tonight. And I want a chance to talk to him first.
You had your chance, and now it's mine.
Lee, come and sit down.
You stay out of this, Sandy.
Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Is that a nice touch?
We aim to please.
It's Stephen Ford, Chris.
How are you, Stephen?
Holding on.
I understand you're an attorney now.
Right now, I'm Ann Howard's lawyer.
I know.
Ann Colby.
I know.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Go on, ask your questions.
There's only one. Do you remember who pushed you?
Chris, let's go have a smoke.
Do you know who pushed you, Chris?
No, I don't.
We both know. Everybody knows.
I don't, Lee. It's all hazy, forgotten. Maybe because I don't want to remember. Maybe because I want to forget.
Thanks, Chris. For me and Ann.
What do you think you have?
Enough.
Enough for what?
Ann has a right to know just what happened on that bluff.
Well, you were there. And you saw her push him.
I don't know that.
Well, I do. And so did everybody else that was there.
Chris doesn't.
He's forgotten. That's what he said, and he wants to forget. And I don't want to see you shake him up again.
You aren't going to stop me.
I could break you in little pieces, just like that.
Oh, I'm glad you've got such big muscles, Lee. You better exercise the one between your ears.
Aren't you being a little foolish?
I'm not picking the fight.
Ah, spoken like a true child. Let's do it again in another century or two, Steve.
What's your hurry?
What?
The place doesn't start jumping till around 9. I'd like to catch a little of the action.
You better watch out or you're going to be part of it. You knew he wanted to talk to Chris. What are you making waves for?
Your glass is empty.
I like mine charred. Really charred.
Me too. Norm?
Hmm.
Listen,
What? I don't hear anything.
that's what I mean. It's so quiet.
Oh. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Were you putting me on when you said you'd never been camping before?
Never, not in my whole life.
You never went to a camp? Your mother never took you camping?
My mom was always too busy. Besides, can you see her in the woods? If she saw a squirrel, she'd run like the devil. Norm?
Huh?
You think maybe we could move out here?
You mean build a treehouse or something?
Something like that. Move away from town and be all alone. I don't know, grow our own food? I don't even know what I mean.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
I grew up in that tiny apartment behind the bar. I never had room to breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Whenever I'd walk out front, there was Mom working, and the place was full of strangers. And whenever I'd walk out back, there was a wharf with the shops and all the fishermen. You saw how small my bedroom was. I'd like some place where I could just run and run if I wanted to, for miles. Not run into anything or anybody.
But me.
But you.
I lived in a place that was so big you could hunt elephants in it. In fact, when I was a little kid, that's what I used to do. The big game hunter. I'd get a bead on one of the biggest elephants in the Congo. It had tusks that went all the way across the living room floor. And then I'd shoot it. But one shot wouldn't bring it down. And it'd get mad and it'd chase me all over the house. Into Dad's room, into Mom's room, into Hannah's room, and into Stephen's room.
I never dreamed about elephants. I knew I couldn't have one, so I never bothered to dream them up.
It doesn't matter where we live. We could live on Mars as far as I'm concerned.
I know.
I think my wife's just playing games with me. I think she's just pretending she's happy. So she'll make old Norm feel good.
Don't ever say that. You know I couldn't get along without you. You say you like them charred?
Hey, waitress. Come here.
Wait a minute.
Never mind. Small world apartment.
About the size of a postage stamp.
All ready to join us?
Too big to hide under the table.
Join us.
Oh, look, we don't want to butt in.
Hello, Betty. Hello.
Hello, Betty. I didn't know you two dug this place.
Well, there's always a first time.
I'm glad you said that.
You can quote me if you like.
I'll do just that. Let's dance.
Sorry, when the tango went out of style, so did I.
Stephen, we've danced exactly once, and that was at our wedding. Now, come on.
That was a command performance.
I'll go on, Stephen. Give it a try.
Go ahead, take a chance. If you make a mistake, nobody's gonna notice anything.
Have you ever seen anyone in a vest dancing the frug?
I love Bess.
Oh,
There's always a first time. Come on.
Hoisted from my own cliche.
you're not too happy here, are you?
No, I don't mind it. It's all right.
Look, I had to come. I promised Lee I'd see his brother's opening. You know, he'd be offended if I didn't come. His brother's a very nice boy. He's talented.
His wife is nice, too.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Just a comment. Where'd Norman and Rita tonight?
I think they went camping.
Camping, an overnight trip in the woods.
Something like that.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Are you kidding? Be wiped out by mosquitoes?
I mean, I envy the freedom of it. Being able to come and go as you choose.
They're married.
Yes, I know.
We're gonna be all right.
I hope so.
Allison, it's just... Well, that day we went sailing. Okay, you don't want to talk about it.
What is there to say?
Do you think I feel differently about you now?
Don't you?
Why should I?
Well, I am different.
From what? From other people? From yourself? What?
From the way I was before.
I don't really believe that you want it to stay that way. Look, let me keep my promise. I mean, we'll stay for this set, say hello to Chris, and then we'll go anywhere you want. Anywhere. The moon, Galaxy 18, anywhere.
Earth will be fine.
Feet on the ground and eyes on the stars.
Yes.
Come on, let's dance.